I want to give us a story to share my experience with you about my second child called Uforo. When I gave birth to that child, it was, in fact, I was so happy. The entire family were very happy. She was such an adorable child, very beautiful. But you know something? At the age of 1 and almost getting to 2 years, the enemy struck. The enemy came knocking at my door. That was when hell was let loose. I started battling. Myself and my husband, the entire family, started battling over this girl's life. In season and out of season, she was always coughing uncontrollably. You even wonder, what is it? And this cough will go to pharmacy, will go to hospital every now and then, hospital, pharmacy, hospital, pharmacy, hospital, pharmacy. And so when we began to visit hospital, then hospital was our number one house. Then our house was an extension of pharmacy. There's no drugs, children drugs, you will not see in our home. This nebulizer, and name it. Today they will say it's asthma. Tomorrow they will say it's pneumonia. Next tomorrow they will say it's bronchitis. Another day they will tell us that it's urinary tract infection. Name it. And this has always been every hospital we go to. It is this same diagnosis. Any hospital we go to, the diagnosis they give us, one must come out of all these names I've mentioned. And so that was how we were battling. When we go to the hospital, we stay a minimum of 2 weeks. In fact, one hospital we go to, I will never forget, they gave her 22 injections on her bum. I counted it. I was the one in the hospital with her. 22. In fact, we had our own private room. 22. I said she was not up to 2 years, and I mean a year and getting to 2 years, because I can remember she was trying to walk. A year and almost getting to 2 years. That I will never forget. 22 injections on her bum. Excluding drip. Drip is not even there. Excluding drugs. That one is not even there. I'm just talking about only injection. We will stay in the hospital a minimum of 2 weeks. By the time we come back, highest 2-3 days, she will relapse. We'll rush again back to the hospital. It was deteriorating. We will start first with pharmacy. That pharmacy, very, very expensive, very good pharmacy. We'll say, pharmacy, no work. We'll move to the hospital. They did a culture. They did, name it, any kind of test in this world they did. It will always boil down to, bronchitis, pneumonia, urinary tract infection. And that was how we were battling. It will look as if she's okay in the hospital. By the time we get back home, 2-3 days, she will relapse, rush her again back to the hospital. That was how my life was. I was almost living in the hospital. And my house, I was just coming for visit, and I will go back to my main house then, which was the hospital. And so there was a time you would I even say 2 or 3% remaining of her life. Immediately I booked the next available flight. I flew her to Abuja, one very good children's hospital in Wuse 2. Immediately I entered the hospital with her. They took her straight to the emergency room. They put oxygen on her to stabilize her. We started again. Then in the hospital, I think, it was either bronchitis or pneumonia that she was diagnosed of. I mean, in season, out of season. During rainy season, they say it's because of the cold, that's why she's coughing. During dry season, they say because everywhere is dust, there's dust, that's why she's coughing. During Harmattan, it's because the weather is cold, that's why she's coughing. And I'm like, Must she be coughing in and out of season? I mean, this cough is not. I'm not talking of that kind of very heavy cough that even you as adults, when she's coughing, you will feel it even as an adult. That was the kind of the cough she was coughing. At times she will cough, she will poo-poo on herself, or she will wee-wee on herself. And so we stayed in that hospital. That was at the hospital. Very, oh my God. Let's say customer, is it customer care? Customer service, very top notch. The staff of the hospital, top notch. Everything they want to do for you, they will explain to you. And so I noticed something in that hospital. They didn't give her injection. I now asked, I said, we've been here almost, it's over a week plus. I've not seen you inject my child, but rather I see you pass everything through the cannula. They said, that is a policy in that hospital. Children, they don't give them injection. So they pass everything through the cannula. I fainted. And now I did drama. They said, madam, what happened now? Why did you fall on the ground? I said, the hospital I went to before I came here, my child has received 22 injections. They shouted. They say, well, in their hospital there is a policy because, children now, before maybe a situation where the needle can break inside their bum or something. So everything they pass it through the cannula. Hey, I carried a part for chest. I did drama. I say, God, I thank you. For this child who was not even up to 2 years old to survive 22 needle on bum. And so the hospital was, the hospital was very good. Everything. Though expensive, of course. The service there, quality service. I say everything they want to do, they will explain everything to you. It was in that hospital I knew that if anywhere you go to as a mother, if you go, you walk into a health facility or a hospital and they give you drugs or they want to give you injection on drip, it is your right to ask, please, these drugs you're giving me, what is it for? I did not study pharmacy. Yes, you study pharmacy, you know the drug, but I don't know the drug, so I have the right to know what these drugs are for. Yeah, maybe I've been diagnosed of bronchiolitis. You have given me drugs, but I should know what each and every drug is for. It was in that hospital I knew that, and I was very happy. So they did everything. We came back, and after a while, she relapsed. It drained me emotionally, psychologically, name it. And in all of this, fasting back to back. Now, here is the last straw that broke the camel's back. There was a time too in her life when she wants to wee-wee, she used to wee-wee blood. She used to wee-wee blood. Anytime she wants, and as the baby is trying to come out, she will shout, she will cry on top of her voice, she will shout and cry before the wee-wee even finally comes out. And it will be very small. When the wee-wee comes out, what do you see? It's blood. Instead of normal color of urine, she used to urinate blood. Hey, God, Grace. I jack him again. Went to hospital. Like that, from one scan to the other. Finally, because there was a time I insisted, can they do an abdominal scan? She's a baby, she's a child. What do you want to do scan? I said, please do. Mother's instinct. Please, I want a scan. Carry out a scan on this child. That was when they now discovered that it was bladder stone. I don't know whether you know this bitakola. Hausa call it mijingoro. Bitakola. The size of the bladder stone was like that. Very big. Because when the scan discovered that it was a bladder stone and they need to do a surgery, that the bladder stone was there in a ureter. And so since the bladder stone is very big, the urine cannot pass, and so the stone is injuring her. That is why blood is coming out instead of urine. Instead of normal color of urine, is blood, because the bladder stone is there in her ureter. And so it is causing friction. It's injuring her. And so that's why when she wants to wee-wee, it will pain her because the wee-wee is struggling to come out. And so since that place is already wounded, the urine now when it comes out, it is blood. So they carried out a surgery and they removed the bladder stone. I want to tell you, in fact, when they were taking her into the theater, I insisted that I want to go into the theater with her. So the surgeon said, "No, madam, leave it, is our work, we will do it. You just stay somewhere, go to your room, or go when I say room, the hospital room, go and be praying." I insisted I want to go into the theater with her. So the surgeon said, "Madam, please can you calm down? We don't want you inside, because when we tear her now, you go there, you go do drama. If you fall for ground." Yeah. So allow us to go inside. You just step aside and we need your prayer. So I wanted to leave the Bible on the bed. I said, "No, madam, blood might splash on it." I said, "Okay." I went back to the room. After I have sat down at the door of the theater, I stood up. I went back to the room. I sat on the ground with the wrapper for chest with the Bible. Oh my God, I was praying and fasting back to back, praying and fasting back to back, praying and fasting back to back. One day, in the course of my fasting, dry fasting, name it, back to back, a personality appeared and told me I will not have my child. That was when it began to dawn on me that, Grace, this is a warfare. This is a spiritual warfare. Bronchiolitis, pneumonia, urinary tract infection, bowel dadash. Bowel dadash. This is a spiritual warfare. My younger brother that died, according to hospital, they said it's pneumonia. That was when the thing dawned on me. This is spiritual warfare. They say pneumonia, bronchiolitis, na English. They carry and put for front. Meanwhile, there is a battle. That was when I told the personality, I say, "You dey waste your time. Na me born her, I no Tifa. I no Tifa, my born her. Na me." I confronted the personality. That was when I knew that, wow, actually this thing is not just pneumonia or bronchiolitis. This thing is a spiritual warfare. I started battle to battle, fastings back to back, prayer, midnight prayers. At times I will be praying, a personality will just appear. I will not see you, but I will feel in my spirit. Personality will appear to want to hit me on my face. I say, My second child taught me warfare. Yeah, my second child taught me how to war for children. She taught me warfare. Because one day the Holy Spirit told me, say, "Grace, what you they do? Stand up and take back your child." That was our battle, midnight prayer. Say back. It was my second child that taught me midnight prayers. Yeah, all the old drugs for this life, all the old injection, all the old drip, all the these children's drugs that they put inside bottle, now you put water and mix. See, this syrup, all those things you go take finish. Before you know, we are 2-3 days. She will relapse. I say hospital was my number one house. Then my real house was pharmacy extension. So that was how. Like that. So, but to cut the whole story short, she's hale and hearty. That happened like when she was 2 years old. Now she's 7 years old. I cannot remember when last I took my child to the hospital for admission for even 1 or 2 days. I cannot remember when last I pack drugs. Like I get pharmacy. I can't remember when last I administered drugs like that to her. I cannot remember. The scar might be there on her abdomen, but you see something? It reminds me that life is spiritual. It reminds me that you don't treat everything and anything with levity. You don't treat everything and anything with kids' glove, especially when it comes to our children. I tell you, child of God, life is war. Life is highly spiritual. Since that time, even if my children have headache, before I will even give them Panadol, I go fire prayer. Lay hand, jack the pikin up, fire prayer. Because it taught me that life is highly spiritual. And so if that child, any of my children have, I say even if na headache, I go mama prayer. Mama, I don't enter fasting, mama prayer. Before I will even say, okay, let's go to the pharmacy or take drugs here. Woman, is there anything you're battling with in life? Maybe over your children, your marriage? Don't look at it with the physical eyes first. Look at it with the spiritual eyes. Look at it with the spiritual eyes. I'm telling you, before you begin to deal with it physically. I am Grace, a wife, a mother. I'm a parent coach. Please follow me on my YouTube channel, The Women's Theatre. Follow me on TikTok, on Instagram, on my personal Facebook page, Grace Williams, and also to The Women's Theatre. We're also on Facebook. I will do the part 2 of this video because I don't want it to be too lengthy. I'll do the part 2 of this video. Why am I doing this video? I want to encourage a mother out there. I want to encourage a mother who is almost giving up, who is almost throwing in the towel, that life has dealt with her, that life is dealing with her. I'm making this video to encourage a mother out there. I'll do the part 2 of this video. Please subscribe, comment, like, and share. Thank you.